So I'm going to show some examples of what to do and what not to do in a base. Here's bad use of chain signals. I haven't talked about stackers. Oh dear, I was definitely sleeping. There's another bad use and not use of chain signals. So what a stacker is a weight area. So if I've got multiple trains using a station and multiple stations together, I may want my trains to stop instead of drive in here and block the way for the next train to come. So very simply, I don't want my train to stop at any of these lights. So this here should have been a rail signal or a chain signal because I am so smart. There we go. So we're going to do that. Future me is going to fix that. So what that's saying is, can I stop the next signal? No, I don't want it stopping there. So at this end of the stacker where things come in, or the wait stop station, I go, can my train stop at the next signal? Down here, yep, this is actually where I want them stopping. So this is going to be a regular signal. Down here, do I want my train to stop at the next signal? I look, not good. That'll block other trains from going. So I'll use a chain signal. Over here, I go, can my train stop at the next signal? Well, yeah, it should be able to. And you'll notice if I grab a signal that this stops itself, don't actually break up blocks. So you need signals after that. So yes, I can stop my next signal. I'm going to be a regular signal. And then up here on the way out, can I stop the next signal? Well, yeah, actually I should be able to, because if I leave this as a chain signal, what's going to happen is a train's going to go, a train's going to be in this block, and it's going to have to get all the way out here before the chain signal is going to turn green. So this was really bad. Those should all be, regular signals, because it's okay for the train to stop at the next signal up here, right? They're all trying to get out. Doesn't matter if they stop. They're not blocking traffic, right? If they're stopping there, there's a train in the way anyways. We're all going to have to wait. What you can do is add more signals, for example, so the trains get out of the station and up to the next place as soon as possible. And these are all regular signals, right? Because the train can stop at the next signal. It's not going to be blocking traffic. Whereas down here, I don't want my train stopping at any of these signals at the bottom and blocking it. So I only want to have chain signals between here and there. So I may put a chain signal here because that says, hey, once the train is past this point, my next train's actually allowed to come up here. So that's one way you can start to break up your blocks more. So you get trains going through faster, but still respecting the fact that trains shouldn't be able to block other trains that are going different directions. So that was bad use of chains. Another example we have is over here. I thought I saw it. Chain City, exits, entrance close together. So this is an example of I had way too many intersections, way too close together. And you'll see that some of you may have heard the chain in, rail out as the rule. Really, really bad because it simplifies things and doesn't take into account things like your train length or how close other intersections are. So this here might have been a bad idea. Let's see if 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you might be able to stop at the next signal. Oh yeah, you can. Next signal's up here. Oh, we're all good. Nobody panic. This is a regular signal because we can stop at the next one. Whew. Everything else is chains. Same thing. We can stop at the next signal. It's all the way up here. Will fit, I think. So we're good. You can see I went and redid my intersections. Doesn't matter how messy they are. Get a whole bunch of signals in there to break everything up into tiny blocks. So you can see all the trains can go up, down at the same time. And then I just apply the rule and redo each of my intersections because they are so close together. Ha! Another good example. So I've got two identical stations here. So I've got my stacker saying, hey, you're not allowed to stop at the next signal, so don't. What this one does is it actually allows the train to change direction. So it's saying, hey, don't stop the next signal. And what the train will end up doing is if one of these is clear, that path is actually clear. So we're saying, hey, don't stop, but maybe you should think about where you're going. And the train can choose to go one way or the other. Not necessary with this stacker, but it's an example of it. This might be a better, this is a better one. So I've got a whole bunch of copper here. And what I have is a first in, first out. So everything comes in, they stop, and now it gets to this point and goes, hey, don't go until your whole route's clear. And that'll allow my train to go into any of these stations here to drop stuff off. What else? Chain City. That is not rail related. It's 2 stations, 1 chain. I think that's it. Other than we can watch some of these guys in action if they were being less boring and going somewhere. Just trying to figure out what trains need to move somewhere. So you can see another style of stacker here, but they all apply the same rule. Can I stop at the next signal? Nope. So it's a chain. Can I stop at my next signal? Yes, please, please do. So we've got rail signals. Can I stop the next signal? No, that's bad. You'll block stuff, and so on. And you can see here the signals after are really close to the station as opposed to way out here on the curve. It doesn't matter as long as you've broken it up so that all the trains are in distinct blocks. I'm trying to figure out what to do to get these guys going. They're being super lazy. It's hard to watch trains in action when there's no action. What are we missing? Purple science? Green science? It's okay, buddy. Here we go. Live to you from poorly designed base. This has been a playground. Let's see where our train is. Probably not enough traffic. Yeah, he's not running into anybody else. That makes it hard to demonstrate the signals. You're not going to run into anybody if nobody else is moving. But maybe everybody will start moving after. Regardless, things are broken up into blocks. You can safely move. And it's coming in. Is it turning around? It's coming to pick up stuff. And you can see I was super cheeky here. These trains use the same exit as this train. And the only important thing to remember is I need to break it up into blocks, and then I need to walk through where all my signals are to put it the right direction. So, not enough train movement, but that is generally how it goes, and some examples of mostly what not to do.